What's up, guys? I'm glad you decided to join me for another hike today. Today we're out here at the trailhead for the Rock Creek Trail of Twin Falls. This trail is a paved bike trail. It goes about a couple of miles. We're going to track it on the watch to see how long it is. But it's a pretty easy trail, very walkable, and we're about to get started. Here's what the trailhead looks like. We're just off Filer Avenue. It's at the far west end of Filer Avenue here in Twin Falls. We've got a bunch of big stumps over here. And a little bulletin board, which you can't really read anything off of, but that's good to have. You can go in through that cattle gate over there, or looks like there's a little path down here. And here is where we enter the canyon, and this will give you some great views as we come down here. There is Rock Creek, which will eventually flow into the Snake River. I want to see if there are any lizards on the trail here, because you can find them a lot of the time. But here along this trail, there's a lot of disc golf. You may be able to see the tee over there. It's kind of hiding, or I guess that'd be the hole for the disc golfing. But we're going to show you some of those. And here's a good view of the canyon. Here's another one of those disc golf goals. Not an expert on it, so I don't really know the terms, but here I think is the tee. But yeah, there's a ton of disc golf going on here. I don't expect there to be a lot of people on the trail today. Right now it's about 103 degrees in the middle of a heat wave. So we should have the canyon mostly to ourselves. But if there is anybody out here, then hats off to them, because it is hot. Here's a bit of the canyon wall. It's very cool. We're going to get to see a lot of this throughout this hike. We are right down in here inside the canyon. You can see a little cave in the wall of the canyon there. I want to let you know we're going to see a pretty big cave at the very end of this hike, so stay tuned for that. And there are tons of squirrels all over this place. Let's try to give you a good view of the creek. I'm going to try to jump on here without falling or dropping my phone. Wish me luck. Okay, got up, but I'm standing a little precariously right now, so I'm going to try to get onto that branch right there. Got it. And I'll grab you some pictures of the creek. Okay, we're all finished here. Yeah, we've got some dragonflies here. I'll give you as close a look as I can. There he goes. Here's a really cool portion of the trail. It's not paved right here, but I wanted to show you what these clearings look like. They've got all kinds of trees planted down here. You can see the disc golf course continues along this way. And then over here, there's a little spot where you can come and take a look at the creek. So there's what that looks like. These have got to be some old trees here. They're absolutely massive. Up here you can probably hear it. There's a little waterfall in the wall of the canyon. There it is. Now you can find that kind of stuff all over this place. And over there you'll see a little playground, because that is where sort of the main feature of this path is. There's a little park over there. But I wanted to show you this waterfall. And it looks like over here you can actually get up close to the waterfall, so I'll do that for you. All right, this spot's pretty intense. You've got mosquitoes. You might be able to see some wasps flying around down there. You've got dragonflies. You've got spiders. You've got everything in here. So that's fun. Now let's see the rest of the trail. Looks like I was right about there not being a lot of people here. The place is practically empty. I see there are a couple of cars there in the parking lot, but this place is usually full of people when I come here. But it is a full 103 today, so not the most popular spot. Here's what the park looks like. There's a little playground, some bathrooms, and a pavilion over there where you can eat some food. And there's a bridge here, and that leads to the other side of the creek where there's a bunch of parking and stuff like that. But this is a pretty cool spot. I see people fishing here a lot, so I guess there's fishing in the creek. And just a really nice spot. All right, we're gonna cross over right there on that bridge. But first I gotta let you know where the rest of this trail leads that I'm already on. Now this one is just gonna go right back to the road if you keep heading that way. It's gonna spit you out on Grandview, close to where it crosses Filer. And that's one way you can go for a short little loop. But here we want to see the entire trail as it keeps going. So we're going to cross over right here and I'll show you. Here's the parking lot, the pavilion and everything where you can park. A lot of people have their RVs out here. It's a good spot for some outdoor activities, I guess. But if we head over this way, the trail will continue, and then we'll be crossing the road and heading on to the second half of this trail. All right, up there at the end of the trail, you see a car guard on the bridge. That is a bridge that goes over Rock Creek here. We're gonna have to cross over there, and that'll take us to the other half of the trail. And these cars are gonna block out my voice, but here's the other side of the canyon. Here's another look at the trail we're gonna go down. And we're gonna get on it from that direction because there's a trailhead over there. Okay, we randomly met a couple of cats right here. Looks like they just hang out in this spot in their little houses. There's 3 of them here. That one, and then there's another black one down there. Oh, he doesn't look very friendly. Okay, here we go onto this second part of the trail. This section right here is right next to a sewage treatment plant right there. So it smells really good, of course. I saw some cats up there. That was really cool. Check out this felled tree. But I'm really a big fan of this section of the trail. This section also goes along Rock Creek, and I'm excited to show it to you. As you might be able to tell, this section of the trail is a lot less maintained than the other one. It's also a lot less popular. I think fewer people know about it. It's a little bit hidden. But it's got some great views of the creek, and it's got some great foliage around it, and it is really fun to hike. There's some huge thistles. This section of the trail is just gravel. It's not paved, but the pavement's starting again soon here. Here in this clearing, if you go down this way, you can go right up to the creek. There are a bunch of benches like this one, and you can go right up to the water line here and take a look. Dragonflies are out today. I don't know if you can see them. There's one right there. And there were a whole bunch of them. And we have this cool fencing right here as well. Okay, here's a little offshoot off the trail. It goes down to the water. I wanted to show this to you. Got a tree growing sideways. There's Rock Creek. It's very peaceful here, very nice. Okay, I really like this section of the trail. Here you can see it a lot better. There you go. All that green you see is just organic material on the top of the water. And you can see that stick kind of halfway in the water. But it's just such a verdant green right now in the sun. And it looks great when it's a little more rainy. This is something I love about this trail, is there are just these picnic tables in such cool spots like this one. You're in here shaded from the sun. Be a hassle to get food out here, but it'd be worth it. This section of the trail is called the Winding Trail, and here you can see why that is. It winds quite a bit here by Rock Creek, and it's a lot of fun to walk here. All right, this looks a little risky, but it is way too tempting at the same time. It's nice because I can hold on to the branches right here, but I'm about out of branches. Well, I think I'll go on that branch actually. I'm going to reposition myself a little bit. There we go. Alright, there are a bunch of dragonflies around here, so I want to see if I can get some of those on camera. Here is the creek. Let me give you a wide shot of it. But it looks like, at least theoretically, you could go all the way to the other side right here. But that would be tough over there. That would be difficult. And those are all dragonflies right there that you can see. Look at them all in a row. That's really cool. All right, time to head back. And we're back on the trail. Here's the first bridge we're going to encounter. There should be a couple more, including a railway. This is just a huge structure. You can see a water line going under there and power lines and everything. Whole trees are growing underneath the bridge. Here's a beaver over here. I believe I got some video of one earlier. They are all over this trail. And I think this guy's looking for a hiding spot right now. Let's see if I can get you a better shot. Yeah, they run away pretty quick. Ooh, almost fell there. Well, there's a good look at him, so we'll leave him alone. Yeah, there are plenty of beavers here and on the first half of the trail. And there's another one right there. Very cool. Yeah, all the foliage along the creek is just beautiful to see. Looks awesome. Down here you can see a railway bridge right there. We're gonna go underneath there. And I wanted to give you another look at the creek and check this water out. It's flowing over a tree there. Very cool. Here's that railway bridge. I'm not 100% sure whether it's still in operation or not, but it probably is because Twin Falls does get a lot of trains. But one of these days I'm gonna have to figure out the train schedule and film the train going over this bridge. That would be really cool. And here's a look at where the bridge starts. There's a lot of graffiti there, unfortunately, but what do you expect? And then you see a support column right there. It's awesome. Okay, here's the other bridge here for cars. Let's see, this one I believe is part of Shoshone Street, which goes down the middle of historic Twin Falls. This one's a very popular bridge. People are always going under it, so you'll probably hear those cars. But you can see even from here how wide it is. You know, it's kind of funny. Driving through this section, you don't even really notice you're driving on a bridge, but I mean, just look at this thing. It's a lot of concrete on those huge pillars. And then you have those massive I-beams up there. And there's a little sign pointing to where you can enter the trail. All right, and here's where the trail comes to an end. On the other side of this fence here, you can go a little farther, but there's not much to see over there. It's just part of a cattle farm. You can probably see those guys up there. And sometimes the cattle will come down here and graze. But there is one more detail. There's that cave I mentioned earlier. So it's a good sized cave, and we're gonna go up there and give it a look. There's maybe lizards in the bushes there, something like that. Here's a view from the inside of the cave. I can't show it to you because it's just covered in graffiti. So we're not going to be able to see that today, unfortunately. But it's a pretty nice view from inside here. Okay, I'm running out of battery on my phone, so I'm just going to record the outro now. I want to thank you guys for watching and joining me on this hike. It was really fun. I had to stop and get a drink at a gas station because it's still hot out here. I think it's still over 100 degrees, even after being out here for more than an hour. I'm not going to tell you what I got because I'm not sponsored. Make sure you like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Share this content with anybody you know, any of your friends. Who like this kind of content, like anything hiking or outdoors or nature. And yeah, I wanted to say I just really appreciate you watching this, and we'll see you in the next one. And make sure that if you have any trails you want me to review here in southern Idaho or like northern Utah or Nevada or something like that, you can comment that down below and I'll give it a look. And we'll see you. Okay, we're back here at the trailhead. On my watch, I've got 6 kilometers, just over. So that's going to be around 3.5 miles or a bit more. And that's just one way. So it's going to be between 7 and 8 miles total. And that's the hike.